Let's talk about Dragon Ball. As you all know, recently it was announced that the creator of Dragon Ball and who was involved with other heavy hitters like Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama, recently passed away. And I want to talk about it. This won't be a heavy edited video with bad jokes left and right. That's what this entire channel's for. I just want to talk because Dragon Ball is a show I grew up with. Most people who watch this channel, actually, most people in the world have seen at least one episode of Dragon Ball before. Whether it be DBZ on Old Toonami in the 2000s and 90s, the Nicktoons Kai edit with the funny over 9000 in the 2010s, the complete ass 4Kids Kai edits in the 2010s, the uncut Kai on Adult Swim Toonami also in the 2010s, or watching it on some niche local channel in the 90s with these bumpers and like 3 viewers. And this is just in America. This doesn't count the nearly 100 channels that air Dragon Ball around the world. Or that one kid whose favorite YouTuber played Xenoverse, so I went, oh, that's cool. Watched all of Z twice, the original, Abridged, GT, all the movies, played fan-translated copies of Heroes, became the first free-to-play gacha player with Dokkan. Then Super's announced 1 week later, so now I'm back to watching. There's a lot of Dragon Ball content, which may explain the super obsession I had with it growing up. It was never ending. Dragon Ball wasn't the first anime I watched growing up, not as a baby or a kid when I knew what anime was. As a baby, Sonic X and Pokemon had me. Then as a kid, I already watched a good chunk of anime before DBZ. So technically it was the 15th anime I watched. Okay, well, other than the weird guy who watched Love Live before Dragon Ball, back in my day at least, I'm getting old. Most people had a show, whether it be Naruto, Sailor Moon, Death Note, or more recently with Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, or Attack on Titan. And you know something about most of these? Aside from Sailor Moon, all of these shows have roots and influence from Dragon Ball. Do you know what was my favorite thing ever before Dragon Ball? It was Sonic. And just look at this. Yeah. Look familiar? Now I've watched far more media since I got into Dragon Ball 9 years ago. From TV, anime, video games, books, and manga, I've seen far more critically successful media. There's shows like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer with better animated fights. Media like Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, and Nier Automata with better gripping stories. I've laughed far more in Love is War or South Park than I ever did in Super. Even with all that, I've never been consumed with a series as much as I was with Dragon Ball. I will never has an anime be as influential as Dragon Ball was ever. Again. Thank you, Toriyama. And may you rest in peace.